one out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models, it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lie.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few moments ago, the emotional leader of the Chiefs defense, Eric Berry, making his way out of the tunnel. He and his mates will get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Luck on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. Tyreek Hill from a yard out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's fielded at the 34. Look at the dance and the juke. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out come the Chiefs now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mahomes going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They run with Hunt, and he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the run, this is Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. A look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this first quarter. 10-zip our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mahomes to throw once more. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Ken?
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Oh, that was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know if the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a 2nd shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Right, and I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. On 1st down, it's Luck. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again is Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To the air again, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and 2, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense. And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and now it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And when you see a fake field goal, this is often one that you see, especially in today's NFL, where the holder gets outside of the pocket and has that run-pass option before finding a receiver and picking up a 1st down, because a lot of the holders are pretty good athletes nowadays.
Yeah. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, taking it in, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Luck now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On the run, it's Robert Turner. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Luck now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively back. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danico Autry able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 78 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. Able to power through. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Look like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. What do you think, Charles? Too big of a risk? I mean, why not just take the lead there here in the 4th?
I know many subscribe to the theory that fortune favors the bold. And in this situation, that was a bold move. Faking it in that situation, fortune didn't shine out on that case. Now they've got to play defense and try to prevent them from scoring and losing this one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Luck now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Luck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And again, it's German. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the guns. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And now here comes Kansas City. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here.